Hello there. Well, hello, beautiful.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. Got a great singles match for you here today. Good crop of rookies this year, and I think these are two pretty good ones as well. We have Erick Moreno going up against JD Domash. Both players won their first match, lost their second here today, hoping to get that second win, end their rookie season with a positive record. So let's see which one of them can do it, and let's hear from the players in the promos.
Hey, how's it going? Good to be here. Just here to have a good time. I don't know what I'm still doing here, but whether I win, whether I lose, I just hope I get to put on a good show. That's what my main goal is today. Seems to have a good competitor in Erick. Haven't played him before. Very interested to see how I do against him.
Well, it's kind of awkward to do a promo alone. It's been so long since I played singles, I think. I haven't been happy about my recent tag team goals and all that. I played decent enough in singles. This should be fun. I don't know what to expect. I mean, I've seen JD. He's great. He could beat me. That would be fine, I guess. I don't know. I might be lying. Let's get to the match.
Two guys who seem ready to play, maybe. I agree with Erick. Let's get to the match. Should be a fun one. We're going to start with round number one. Round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions we get in round number one?
Good luck, JD.
Good luck, Erick.
All right. Your first question comes in the category of sci-fi icons. In which sci-fi icons film will you find a self-drying jacket? Sounds useful. I almost just completely gave away this answer. That's what happens when I was taking a nap maybe 15 minutes ago. Then I woke up and was like, the match. 5, 4, 3, 2,
I can relate.
1. Pens down, go to Erick.
I said Back to the Future Part 2.
And JD.
I said Back to the Future 2.
Tim, 2, Part 2? It's called Back to the Future 2 at points, right?
I think it's fine.
You can cut this part out, Tim. But Back to the Future Part 2 is correct, so we'll only be accepting Erick's unless JD you would like to challenge.
I'm going to challenge.
All right, we'll be right back after this challenge. All right, we're back from the challenge. Good challenge, but we've kind of run into this thing before where we do need exact title. Unfortunately, Back to the Future Part 2 doesn't go by Back to the Future 2 anywhere else. I thought it might have, but we couldn't just find in any other countries or any other releases. It's never called just that, so we did need the full title. Even though JD clearly knew it, we still got to hold by that rule. So Erick will take the 1-0 lead. As we moved into question number 2, comes in the category of DC. Who plays Connor Rooney in Road to Perdition? My brother's name is Connor. So that's cool. Hello. Connor, if you're watching this, doubt it, but that's okay. Not a big movie guy. Actually, none of my family is. They all fall asleep at theaters. It's not good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with JD.
Daniel Craig?
And Eric.
I don't know who the fuck is Connor Rooney. So it's Tom Hanks.
Daniel Craig is correct, so you're tied up 1-1. As we
Very
move to the third question, which comes in the category of the worlds of DC. Name one of the 2 worlds of DC characters who needs to consume food to replace the energy used by their superpowers.
You said name one of the 2, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Needs fixing grammatical errors as I go. Get answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Eric.
You said the Flash?
And JD.
I couldn't come up with anything.
The Flash is correct. Also would have accepted Adam Smasher. So Eric will regain the lead 2-1. As we
Adam
get-
who?
What?
Sorry.
No,
Sorry, who you said what's the other one?
Adam Smasher was the other answer.
Black Adam.
Oh, Adam.
Black Adam.
I understood that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right, your next question comes in the category of creature features. At the beginning of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Noah and his friends are retrieving what type of objects from a ruined city? This is a good movie, just not thrilled about the timeline where it takes place. I feel like we skipped over an important era in this universe, so a little sad about it, but is what it is. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to JD.
I went intentionally went vague. I said bird's egg.
I would argue that's a little more specific, and we'll go to Eric.
Yeah, I went even more big than that. I just said eggs.
Eggs is correct, but they are birds' eggs, so we can accept
Yeah.
both of those answers.
I initially said ego's eggs, but I was like, if I said ego's eggs, I'm like, is it an ego or is it a falcon? And I didn't want to I was like,
Yeah,
just say
that's
bird.
the same.
I just said
Very
bird.
fair. But eggs is what we were looking for. So 3-2 as we get to the next question in the category of Star Wars. What is the name of the planet Rey is living on at the beginning of The Force Awakens? Tim is backstage. His daughter, who should be sleeping, is crawling around and doing stuff. Not good. We're going to get answers here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Eric.
The other desert planet that is not Tatooine.
And JD.
I believe this is wrong. I said Octu, but I believe it's wrong.
Close.
That is-
We were looking for Jakku. Jakku is the correct
That's
answer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Jakku. I was like, it's Octu is
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
Luke is
that's a
staying.
different one.
Yep.
Still 3-2 as you get to your next question in the category of Law and Order. In which Law and Order film does a cop commandeer a cement truck in order to pursue an armored truck? Lots of trucks. I'd like a truck one day in life, perhaps. Not now. Right now, I drive a Toyota. 5. I guess they have trucks. 4, 3. It's not a truck, though. 2,
Repeat the question.
1. All right.
So
That is
repeat the
JD's
question.
first repeat. Question again. In which Law and Order film does a cop commandeer a cement truck in order to pursue an armored truck? I have songs stuck in my head. You're gonna get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to JD
I guess Hobbs and Shaw. I wasn't sure.
and Eric.
I just said Lethal Weapon.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for Beverly Hills Cop 2. Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay.
All right. Your next question comes in the category of Pixar. What is the name of the company that sponsors Lightning McQueen in Cars?
Can you repeat that? Your mic's kind of went out.
Technical? Yep, I got you. Your question again. What is the name of the company that sponsors Lightning McQueen in Cars?
It's awfully quiet to host alone, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes, but it's okay. People often say it helps them think more when they don't have to listen to me and Tim talking about bullshit.
Yeah, that doesn't make a difference.
And I can only
It just makes me want to feel the silence and talk like I'm doing right now. Sorry.
embrace the awkward. That's what I used to say. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Eric
Rusties?
and JD.
Didn't have it.
Rusty's is correct. So Eric will widen the lead at 4-2 as we get to the next question in the category of horror icons. Who composed the score for 2009's Friday the 13th? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to score concert tickets right now, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's happening on a Tuesday. Who goes to a concert on a Tuesday? I'd like to, but it's very difficult. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Eric or JD. No, not Eric. JD. Maybe
Michael Giacchino.
And Eric.
I said Brian Tyler.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for Steve Jablonski.
Okay.
Steven, perhaps.
Sure.
Cool name.
4-2 as we get to the penultimate question, which comes in the category of American Spies. Who kills the main villain, Sean Ambrose, in Mission Impossible 2? Thank you, Timothy, for doing my job for me. Let's see. Get that. Prime the wheel. I forgot to make the wheel, and Tim has saved me. So thank you, sir. We're going to get answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with, I don't even remember anymore. Eric.
When in doubt, we go for the main character, Ethan Hunt.
And JD.
Didn't have it.
Ethan Hunt is the correct answer. So
I almost wrote Ethan Hawke. And then, wait, that's not the guy.
Eric leads 5-2 as we get to the final question of round number 1, which comes in the category of the Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Hermione corrects Ron's pronunciation of a spell during which class? The person who wrote this question is not from America. And they called this movie something else in the question. I purposely ignored it. Called it the thing.
The other way, it's the way it's called in my country as well.
5. Everywhere else except for here. I recognize that. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to JD.
The only one that could come to my head before time ran out. Defense class.
And Eric.
I hope the class is called Levitation.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for Charms. Charms is the name of the class.
The levitation is the name of the spell. Is the spell they're trying to do? But
but I couldn't come up with the word.
That I knew. I was like,
that'll bring us to the end of round number 1. Eric leads 5 to JD's 2. A 3-point game as we get into round number 2. Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again. They will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece. Unless you like to check down a multiple choice, at which point it'll only be worth 1. But be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are horror icons, YA, Pixar, Disney Animation, MCU, creature features, Star Trek, and Worlds of DC. Eric, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
I'll defer.
All right, then. JD, this will be your first spin at the wheel. Lands on YA. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Spin again, please.
Alrighty. This is your second spin. You'll have to keep what it lands on this time. It's going to be Star Trek.
Great. Okay.
All right, JD, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Star Trek. Are you prepared for them?
We'll see. We'll see.
Great. Your first question. Members of the Enterprise utilize a prefix code to outsmart their enemy in which Star Trek film?
Oh, I can walk this
Yeah, you-
round. I'll just have my hands like this. A Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, JD, your second question. Who plays Pavel Chekhov in Star Trek 09?
Anton Yelchin.
One more time, JD, you broke up a little.
Anton Yelchin.
That is correct for 2 points. I
Yeah,
thought
the
you
first
said
sounded
Tom.
just like Tom. Yeah.
I heard Tom Yelchin, and I was like, wait, what? All right.
Well, my mic may have gone out. I apologize.
No, you're good. No worries. All right, JD, your third question. Who does Picard call the bravest man he's ever met in Star Trek First Contact?
Can you repeat the question?
Yep, technical. Your question again?
Yeah, your mic kind of went out.
Gotcha. Your question again? Who does Picard call the bravest man he's ever met in Star Trek First Contact?
The weird thing is, if I go multiple choice, I don't. I know what the answers are gonna be. I'm gonna.
5, 4, 3.
William Stryker.
That is incorrect. Eric, chance for the 2-point steal.
I need the characters. Data.
That's unfortunately also incorrect. We're looking for Worf. Worf.
Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I knew that if I went to multiple choice, the names were going to be exactly what.
The
So
2
I'm like,
points you said were there, so that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
JD, your penultimate question in Star Trek. In Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, Kirk tries to explain Spock's odd behavior to Jillian by saying he attended which college?
oh God. Okay, multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Yale, B, Florida State, C, Berkeley, or D, Notre Dame?
There's two. C. Berkeley.
That is correct for 1 point.
That would have been my guess. That's the joke answer for.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm like. Which
Yeah.
one's the joke answer? I'm like Berkeley. Okay.
All right, JD, your final question. In Star Trek Into Darkness, what specifically does Bones use to bring Kirk back to life?
It was Khan's blood, his regenerative blood.
That is correct for 2 more points. And the
Good job.
sweep of almost sweep. And a very good round in Star Trek. JD gets his score up to 9. Eric still at 5. So we'll bring back in the wheel. And Eric, this will be your spin in round number 2.
Oh, it's hella shoppy.
Lands on YA.
Oh. Can I see the rest of the categories again, please?
You may. There they are.
I'll spin again.
All right. This will be your second spin. Lands on the MCU.
Okay.
Eric, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of the MCU. Are you prepared for them?
Sure.
All right. Your first question. In which MCU film do we see the inside of Happy Hogan's apartment?
Spider-Man No Way Home.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who directed Thor?
Kenneth Branagh.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Doctor Strange, the Ancient One reveals she has been using power from the Dark Dimension when a symbol appears on what specific part of her body?
Her, what's this called? Is this called forehead? It's here. I don't know what's it called in English. That's the issue. Forehead?
That is correct for 2
Yes,
points.
Okay.
correct.
I needed to wait till you gave an answer. But yeah, forehead.
I understand.
Correct.
Yeah. That's what's it called.
Forehead is
Sorry.
correct for 2 points. All right, Eric, your penultimate question. In Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Janet's old friend Krylar has what royal title?
Multiple choice. I hate that movie.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Prince, B, Lord, C, Duke, D, Baron?
Lord?
Lord is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
All right, and Eric, your final question in the MCU. In Avengers: Age of Ultron, who is the last person that Wanda puts under a spell in Africa?
Hulk.
That is correct for 2 more points and the sweep of the MCU. Eric gets his score up to 14, JD 9. We got a 5-point game. As we move into round number 3, here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the players see the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
Okay.
All right. First category you can get points on is Law and Order. Let's get bets, starting with Eric.
I bet 0.
And JD.
Also bet 0.
All right, stats only. Your question in Law and Order. Which Law and Order film features a final showdown at the Los Angeles Convention Center? Forgotten water. Quite parched. Also, this question doesn't matter, but it does matter. Stats are important. It's like if you have the same record as someone, you want good stats. Other than that, they're not that important. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Eric.
I don't know why I wasted ink for a 0, but Beverly Hills Cop 2.
And JD.
Rush Hour? This is why I also went 0.
Rush Hour is the correct answer.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
That was a guess. That was honestly a guess on my part. I'm like, I remember that Rush Hour takes place in LA, and I remember there is some scene that involves
Rush Hour.
some kind of center, but I didn't think it was that one.
There we go.
I thought
Yeah,
it was
You didn't even know it.
I'm like, I remember a wall.
JD correct, Eric incorrect, but 0 points gained, 0
Yeah,
points
fine.
lost.
I didn't even know it was on the category, to be honest. Rush Hour.
The second category you guys can bet points on is Disney animation. Let's get bets, starting with JD.
I bet 1. Just 1.
And Eric.
I also bet 1.
All right, your question in Disney animation. Name 2 members of the group of 4 friends that join Hero and Baymax to form a superhero team in Big Hero 6. I believe if Eric hits this and JD misses, that will be the match. All other outcomes, and we will move on. Right? Yeah. The tension is building. We'll get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with JD.
I did not have anything. I drew a blank.
All right. And Eric.
I went with Wasabi and hopefully somebody's named Kimiko, but it's probably not.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. Wasabi was one. The other options were Fred, Honey Lemon, and Go Go. So
Go.
Eric,
That's
one of them,
who I
but
was
not
trying to come
close.
up with.
Both players will lose 1 point. Still a 5-point game, 13-8. As we move to the next category that you can bet points on, that category is American Spies. Let's get bets, starting with Eric.
It's at 0.
And JD.
0.
All righty. Your question in American Spies. Near the end of the Bourne Supremacy, Jason meets with what specific relative of Vladimir Nevsky?
Darn. Okay. I hope I'm right on this.
For the stats.
It doesn't matter for the stats, but I'm like, darn. I'm gonna be mad if I'm right. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad.
For more
that was what I meant.
5,
Darn, I'm gonna be
4,
mad.
3,
Your
2,
board's
yeah,
showing.
1. Heads down.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I didn't mean to do that.
We'll go to Eric.
I had a written road daughter anyway.
And
I don't know
JD.
if it's right.
It was her. I said her brother.
Yeah,
But I accidentally said. I'm
And
sorry.
your winner, Eric
we both-
Moreno. That was weird. I didn't do that. Eric is the winner of the match. That question put it mathematically out of reach for JD. Daughter was the correct answer for what it's worth. So that daughter is what we were looking for. But yes, Eric locks up the victory. 5-point lead. Can't quite catch that with 2 questions left. So we're all done. Eric wins. He's up to 2-1. JD down to 1-2, but I think he played very well. I think he could definitely get a win next season and bring that record back up to even, because I think he showed a lot of strength here today. But let's see how the players are feeling in the post-match interviews.
Sorry about
JD,
that.
strong showing. I think he did really well in Star Trek in round 2. A guess out of nowhere for Rush Hour. That was very impressive. But I think maybe trust in yourself a little more. Betting here and there. I think you could have caught Eric, because I do think you guys were pretty evenly matched in this one. How do you think the match went?
Yeah, there's those categories. There's a lot that I do know, and then there's also a lot that I don't know. And it's like, do I wait for the heavy hitters? Did I know more stuff than I don't? And then also the Back to the Future thing is really going to haunt me. It's going to haunt me hard. Because
You're
feel
not the
like,
first, unfortunately.
yeah, I feel like, not that it would have made a huge difference in this match, but also MCU is my category. I knew all those answers.
Yeah.
I think I would have gone to multiple choice for just one of them. So I'm just mad in general. I'm mad at myself mainly. But he played a good match. It's a good match. He won fair and square. I'm just mad at myself more.
That's fair.
Yeah.
JD, you planning on coming back next year, trying to get that record back up?
Yes, absolutely.
Anyone you want to call out? You want to play?
I think I'm open right now. I don't think I'm in a place right now with a negative record to make demands.
There are many people below you, don't worry. But that's fair. JD, like I said, I think you did a great job. I think next year you could definitely bring that record back up, and I think we look forward to seeing it. So congratulations on a match well played, and we'll see you next time.
Congratulations, Eric. Again, really, despite me being mad, you played a great match. At myself, being mad at myself.
Very fair. JD, thank you so much. Eric Moreno, back in the winner's circle. You mentioned something either before the match or during the match or during the promo where you said you hadn't played singles in a while, and I was like, is that true? And I was like, it kind of is, because your first 2 official matches were both pre-tournament, and then the last time we saw you in singles was in the 5-way play-in. So yeah, it has been kind of a minute, but at the end of the day, I think it showed that you haven't lost a step. You came out of the gate strong. You played a great match, great second match against Joseph, where he barely wound up winning. And now I think you've showed in this match that you're a very good rookie to come out of this season. I think you're someone who could contend in the future. Is that how you felt after playing this match?
Yeah, I'm very hard on myself sometimes. Like I was really happy even after my first loss against Joseph. Like that was a very close match, and I was happy to keep up. And after that, as I said, after that match, there's probably going to be diminishing returns after that, and that happened with the 5-way and all that. I wasn't happy at all about that one. But this was a close match. I'm still, like, to borrow a phrase from Jeremy Potter's. I'm playing with house money, as you say. I'm still playing with the knowledge I had before joining this league in particular. There's only one category I had studied before, and that was actually YA, which I avoided just because the rest of the wheel was pretty decent for me, and I needed to make up some points because it's understandable that JD feels left out, but he did great in his round. I would have done a lot worse in Star Trek. I haven't checked out those movies. I'm exposing my weaknesses, I guess. But he did great for what he had. And yeah, he only needs to trust himself because he's very knowledgeable. It's just like one of those. Do I want to risk it? That's why I'm always afraid about the betting ground. I wish I had remembered the other name of the other characters from Big Hero 6. I just remember wasabi because it's spicy food and I like it.
Yeah, that's fair. Erick, with this win, you're now at a positive record. You're finishing at 2-1. Not a lot. Not every rookie can say that. It's not the easiest thing to do, to come out of the crop of rookies ranked very highly. So I think that's good. You're honestly looking at a few wins away from contender title status. There might be a lot to think of right now, but is that kind of the goal here? Is that where you want to get to? Because theoretically, with where you've now ended, you could see that happen next year.
I mean, if I somehow find the time between the other leagues, like I wish, like for the way this leagues works, and I always had fun playing in this. I always want to like study the rest of the stuff I don't really know that well. If I can get the chance to do that, I think I can do pretty well actually. Like, so I do wish I could get in that type of match. I guess high stakes and all that. If I, but there's a lot of places I gotta focus and. But it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not going to worry about that until next year, and let's see what happens. I'm excited to keep playing, most of all.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan. Erick, congratulations on the win, and we will see you soon. That'll bring us to the end of this here Fandom Fights match. A great one, if I do say so myself. Thank you to Erick. Thank you to JD. Thank you to Tim for editing this one. And thank you to all you for checking out this great match. Be sure to check out the rest. We are getting close to the end of the year. We're in the midst of WOT. There's a lot of stuff to check out. So be sure to do that. And we'll see you next time on another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.